Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. Hope you didn't have to work in labor. Hope you had the day off yesterday. Man, what a great first weekend of college football we had. Some upsets, crazy things happened. To me, I just thought it was a very, very, very good first full weekend. We had the one weekend before, had a couple good games. But this past weekend, man, so many good games, so many crazy things happened. We're going to go over that. So many things happened. Had to do a quick review show on it because just an amazing first weekend. In my opinion, some people may not think so, but I thought it was a great weekend. All right, so we're going to review some things that happened this last weekend, talk about some things. Got quite a few news items here, so we'll get started on that. Before we start, hit that subscribe button down there so you don't miss anything. With it, let's get started. FSU takes down Alabama. You saw the fans storm the field afterwards. Well, the ACC has fined Florida State $50,000 for all the kids running onto the field. Probably some adults too. Let's face it. Meanwhile, though, their freshman linebacker, Ethan Pritchard, man, that guy's in ICU. He went home to, Havana, Florida to visit some family. He was shot. So I read some things about something in an apartment complex or something. He was sitting in a car. Don't know the full story. They're still investigating. No arrests have been made. But he is in ICU. They say he's doing better. Mike Norvell, he went and saw him. So I think looks like he's going to be okay. But man, by the way, he didn't play in Saturday's game either. But still, just go home and visit your family. You get shot. That's just totally messed up, isn't it? Hey, some good news though. Saturday night, Army football player Larry Pickett Jr. and his father, I don't know if they witnessed a car wreck or came up on a car wreck, pulled the injured guy out of the car, and right after they did, the car erupted in flames. The video's online. You can find it. Pretty amazing, heroic stuff there. Army football player, though. I mean, looking to save lives in the future. He's saving lives right now, him and his father. So that's pretty cool of Larry Pickett Jr. Did you see Tulane Northwestern game? I had the Texas Ohio State game on the TV. I had the Tulane Northwestern game on the iPad. Well, this weekend was the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, as most everybody knows. Tulane wanted to wear white uniforms to commemorate the 2005 team that was displaced because of Hurricane Katrina. Northwestern said no. We're wearing white. Wear your home uniforms. So Tulane responded by beating him down, beat him pretty good. Now, Northwestern coach David Braun says, never meant to show any disrespect towards Tulane, apologize for it and all. But I don't know if he knew about that's why they were going to wear the white uniforms, or he just heard they were going to and said, no, wear your home colors. Don't know about that story yet, so I'm sure it'll come out eventually. Lee Corso officially retired on Saturday. Last headgear picked Ohio State. His first headgear years ago, he picked Ohio State. He was perfect on all picks. Every game he picked the winner. He was perfect. And all the teams that he coached or played on all won on Saturday. So that's pretty cool. I like Lee Corso. I always thought he added a lot to that show. I watched the show because it was Lee Corso's final show. And soon on, I realized why I don't watch that show anymore. Too many cooks in the kitchen. To me personally, 6 people at a sports desk talking about games is 3 too many. Plus, I've never been a fan of that McAfee guy. So I watched my game day for the year. I usually watch SEC Nation, the Big Ten tailgate, and stuff like that. Fox, I'm not really crazy about Fox's show either. But maybe I'll tune in again later this season when some really big game or, we'll see. But yeah, Lee Corso, enjoy your retirement, man. You deserved it. You worked hard. Meant a lot to college football and the fans. Tennessee cornerback Ricky Gibson out for an extended period. Hurt his arm in the Syracuse game. They didn't mention a specific injury, but they're not sure when he's going to be coming back. And Michigan linebacker Jayshon Barham, he will be out for the first half of the OU game this Saturday night. targeting. They busted him for targeting. All right, so like I said, we got a lot to review, so we're going to go ahead and get some on that. Boise State, what the hell happened, man? What the hell happened to y'all? Defense had no answers for South quarterbacks Byron Brown. 210 passing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. South Florida won running 33 less plays than Boise State. They had 10 less first downs also than Boise State. That's just crazy. Beat them by 27 points. I don't know. Boise's not good this year. Did they take USF lightly? USF really that good? We're going to be finding out here in the next couple of weeks. But, yeah, Boise State. They were ranked 25th. Probably won't be anymore, but lost their first one. MAC Conference had an opportunity on Thursday night to shine. Could have made a statement for the conference. They played teams that, a couple of them played some really good teams, but most of them played middle-of-the-road teams to bottom-of-the-conference teams. Failed at that spotlight. Bowling Green won. They won at least. Ohio did come close, losing to Rutgers by 3. But the rest of them, man, they just didn't pan out. They just did not pan out. Return of Scott Frost to Central Florida. Started off good. They beat Jacksonville State by 7. Duke started off slow against Elon, 10-10 at halftime. Turned it on in the second half, outscoring Elon 35-7 in the second half. Duke's quarterback Mensah, 389 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. They got Illinois coming up this weekend. Oklahoma State started off season winning. They beat UT Martin by 20. If I remember right, they're playing Oregon this weekend, so that may come to an end. Nebraska, they squeaked by Cincinnati 20-17. On Friday, Tarleton State goes to West Point, beats Army 30-27 in 2 overtimes. Tarleton State, they're making a plan to jump to FBS. I don't remember if it's this year or next year or the year after, but yeah, they're making that jump. They may already be transitioning. I have to look at their schedule, see if they're playing more FBS teams, but yeah, they went up to the Army and beat them. Wake Forest barely got by Kennesaw State, winning 10-9. Had a baseball game there. Number 12, Illinois came out swinging, beating Western Illinois by 49 points. Betty, 69-yard punt return for a touchdown. Altmaier was 217 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 of them to Justin Bowick. And as I mentioned earlier, they're going to play Duke this weekend there at Duke. Some of the media are high on Baylor. I don't listen to the media anymore when it comes to preseason stuff. Being an A&M fan, I've learned that. But a lot of teams are high on Baylor, or a lot of people are high on Baylor. Auburn ends up beating them in Waco by 14. Both teams really needed that win, though. Auburn came out on top of that. Georgia Tech beat Colorado 27-20. Haynes King threw for 143 yards, no touchdowns, but ran for 156 and 3 touchdowns. Dan Mellon era UNLV off to a good start, 2-0 now. Beat Sam Houston 38-21. Moving to Saturday. Number 24 Tennessee beat Syracuse 45-26. UT quarterback, new quarterback, Aguilar, 247 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Ran for 34. I don't think they're going to miss, what was his name? Tamalova? I forget his name. The guy at UCLA now. Purdue, they win their 11-game losing streak. Beat Ball State 31-0. Starting off good under head coach Barry Odom. I can't wait to see how they do the rest of the season. Maybe they can get to a bowl game. Number 3 Ohio State beat number 1 Texas 14-7. Very defensive game. Texas did have better post-game stats than Ohio State, but they did have more penalties. Arch Manning, man, he just looked like, I don't want to say deer in the headlight, but he just looked like he was off in that game. Almost the entire game. Ohio State really came at him. Texas did not score until the 4th quarter. Question is, how far are they going to drop? Maryland beat FAU 39-7. It seems like Maryland has found themselves a hell of a quarterback. Malik Washington, 258 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. We just talked about Tulane beat Northwestern 23-3. Tulane asked Northwestern, hey, can we wear white uniforms? Northwestern said no. They responded by Jake Retzlaff. Remember him? He was a BYU, kind of left BYU because he was accused of a crime. He passed for 150 and a touchdown. ran for 113 yards and a touchdown for the Green Wave. Defense, they were pissed off at Northwestern too, I guess. Picked off SMU transfer Preston Stone 4 times in this game. Was not a good debut for Preston Stone. Sacked him 3 times too. They held Northwestern to 237 total yards. Mississippi State starting off good. Beat Southern Miss 34-17. They got this week. We'll go over it in the preview show later in the week, but I think they got somebody big coming. I think Mississippi State does. Kentucky got a scare from Toledo. Toledo, another one of those MAC teams who could have put the conference on the map, I guess you could say. Ended up winning 24-16. Game was 10-2 until the fourth quarter. Kentucky came back, won that game. Dowdell for Kentucky, 129 rushing yards and a touchdown. Both teams had 17 first downs in this game, both under 330 total yards. Rich Rod, his second stint at West Virginia, starts good, beat Rob Morse by 42. Number 20, Indiana, beat Old Dominion 27-14. Indiana's quarterback transferred from Cal, Mendoza, 193 passing yards, no touchdowns, but he ran for 33 yards on the touchdown. Hemby, 111 rushing yards. Indiana, 10 for 13 on third down, 502 total yards. Held Old Dominion to only 10 first downs in this game. Number 5, Georgia beat Marshall 45-7. Quarterback Gunnar Stockton for the Bulldogs, 190 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, ran for 73 and 2 touchdowns. Marshall, just a sad story, goes back to last year. They didn't want to give their head coach a deal right before the bowl game. He left. A bunch of players left. He went to where did he go? Southern Miss, I think it was. To Marshall, they just ever since last December, they just not been very good. Number 2, Penn State beat Nevada 46-11. Aller, 217 passing yards and a touchdown. Singleton, 2 rushing touchdowns, and he had 37 receiving yards. Number 22, Iowa State. They are 2-0 now. Beat a good FCS South Dakota team, 55-7. Really thought South Dakota would show up better than they did. Iowa State scored double-digit points in all 4 quarters of this game. Rocco Beck, 19 for 20, 278 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 of them to Benjamin Brahmer. Kicker Kyle Conradi, 10 points in this game, including a 63-yard field goal. Kent State ended their 21-game losing streak, beat Merrimack 21-17. Good for them. See if they can continue that. Number 8, Alabama, started off great. That first drive, you see that first drive against Florida State? It looked like they were pissed. Their Castellanos, whatever his name is, talking crap about Alabama. Looks like they were going to spank them bad. And after that first drive, that was it. Don't know what the hell happened. Close to a 9-minute drive. That first drive for Alabama was close to 9 minutes. Lost to Florida State 31-17. Like I said, Castellanos backed up his trash talk, threw for 152, ran for 78 and a touchdown. Bama's Ty Simpson, he had a good game, 254 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. He was sacked 3 times by the Noles defense. Bama had 70 yards and penalties. Florida State only 40. Number 7, Oregon beat Montana State 59-13. I thought Montana State would play a lot better. They're top of the FCS world, but I guess that's why they're in FCS, not FBS. Iowa beats Albany 34-7. Kirk Ferentz gets his 205th win in the Big Ten. Ties Woody Hayes for Big Ten wins. Number 18, Oklahoma beat OU beat Illinois State by 32. John Mateer, quarterback for the Sooners, 30 for 37, 392 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, ran for a touchdown. Keontae Lewis, 119 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Illinois State, only 8 first downs and 151 total yards. FCS, Austin Peay beat Middle Tennessee 34-14. That is Austin Peay's first win over an FBS team since 1987. FCS Nichols, remember I talked about them, beat a number 4 Incarnate Word last week, or weekend before. Good Incarnate Word team. Looks like they might be having a damn good season, which they still could. They were leading Troy, who's not as good as they were, 17-10 in the fourth quarter. Troy said, came back, outscored them 28-3 in that quarter to win the game. Crowder, two touchdown passes and a rushing touchdown in the fourth for Troy. Looked like Nichols had it. I don't know, maybe they let their guard down. Thought, hey, we got this, and then Troy came back. I didn't see that game. But, yeah, Nichols almost had it. Number 19, Texas A&M, beat UTSA 42-24. Aggies did look good. In the past, when the other team scores, it's like they have no worries. Well, when UTSA would score, Aggies would come right back and respond with a score. Reed, 289 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 to Mario Craver. Rushing game does need work for A&M. Only 108 rushing yards. But so far, being an Aggie fan, I am happy with the start. They got Utah State and Notre Dame coming up. We'll see what happens then. Kansas State got a scare from North Dakota, winning only by 3. Avery Johnson throwing a touchdown pass to Joe Jackson with 47 seconds left. Woo, got out of that one. Louisiana Tech beat a good FCS Southeastern Louisiana team, 24-0. Southeast Louisiana usually goes to the playoffs, and I figured they wouldn't get shut out. They at least score a touchdown, make it, maybe 10 points, but guess not. Number 14, Michigan had a little trouble with New Mexico, only winning by 17. Number 9, LSU gets over that hump of can't win the opening games. Beat number 4, Clemson, 17-10. Although the officials were trying to help Clemson win, evidently. Bad officiating, not just on LSU, but on Clemson too. Bad coaching, man. This coaching, if that crap continues for LSU that I saw Saturday night, that's going to come up and bite them in the ass later in the season. Before the halftime, they have a chance to kick the field goal. Of course, Kelly doesn't, goes for it, and they botch that up. And then with LSU come back, they're leading at the end of the game. A little over 2 minutes left, maybe almost 2.5 minutes left. You know damn well you have to get another first down, maybe 2 first downs to finish this game off. Such conservative play calling. It's like Clemson kept getting the ball back to get chances. It's like, do y'all want to win? I mean, what the hell are you doing here? But y'all keep that crap up, Kelly. Y'all are going to end up biting y'all in the ass later in the season. Maybe more than once. Y'all need to stop that crap. I'm not saying chunk it downfield when you're trying to win the game, but, man, you got to get some passes in there. Quit running up the middle into a brick wall. Get to the outside, something, because you know damn well you got to get 1 or 2 first downs. Y'all were just not trying to do it. Hey, Rice down the road here. I root for Rice. They went to Lafayette, beat the Raging Cajuns 14-12. Good for them. Washington State had trouble with a good FCS Idaho team, winning by 3. Kicker Jack Stevens had 7 points, including the game-winning field goal with 8 seconds left. Idaho's really came on the last couple of years, FCS-wise, in the playoffs. Now, the coach did leave. Where did that coach go? Did he go to Arizona? The coach left and went to another team, but they're still playing good football. Number 11, Arizona State beat Northern Arizona 38-19. Sam Levitt, 257 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, ran for 73 and 2 touchdowns also. Cal, starting off the season right. Remember Cal? They should have had a lot more wins last year than they did. They barely lost. All the games they lost wasn't by much. Anyway, they beat Oregon State 34-15. Cal quarterback Sage Padule, I think I said that right. 234 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. Hell of a game for him. I thought Hawaii had a chance to beat Arizona, be 2-0. We know Arizona's not Arizona of yesteryear. Did not expect Arizona to beat them 40-6. I really did not. Noah Fifita, passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown for the Wildcats. But Hawaii did turn the ball over 5 times. Didn't see the game, so that may have had I know it had a big effect on the win, but I don't know if there were any points off of turnovers because, like I said, I didn't see that one. Utah beat, what's his name? Lamalova. He left Tennessee, went to UCLA, claims it's for family. Utah beat him 43-10. Davion Damper for Utah, 206 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, ran for 87 and a touchdown. Not saying he's a rising, but he might be pretty close to that guy. So Utah, you may not have to be concerned about quarterback. Like we said, Lamaleva, 136 passing yards and a touchdown. Utah, 30 first downs in this game. UCLA only 14. Utah 14 for 17 on third down. Incredible. UCLA only 2 for 11. Utah 492 total yards. UCLA 220. Moving on to Sunday, had a couple good games. Number 13 South Carolina beat Virginia Tech 24-11. Both offenses started off pretty damn fast. Then the opposing defenses both just shut both of them down for most of the game, 10-8 until the fourth quarter. South Carolina's Vakari Swain, 80-yard punt return for a touchdown when they needed it in the fourth quarter. Lenore Sellers, 209 passing yards, touchdown, also ran for a touchdown. Nyack Harbor, 99 receiving yards and a touchdown. All of Vol-Tech's points came from a safety and John Love's 3 field goals, which is crazy because their quarterback, I forget his name, looked pretty good. He could throw it, he could run. He wasn't a Michael Vick, but he could get out of situations. So kind of interesting to see how the Hokies do this year with him. They might be pretty good after this one. Number 10 Miami beat number 6 Notre Dame 27-24. Miami led 14-7.5. Notre Dame outscored them 17-6 in the fourth. Notre Dame kind of woke up. The key was Miami. Key in this game, Miami outscored Notre Dame 7-0 in the third quarter. Had Notre Dame scored in the third quarter, probably would have won this game. Beck, he was 205 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. C.J. Carr for Notre Dame wasn't bad, 221 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Sacked by the Miami defense 3 times. 2 of those on their very last drive, right around the red zone when they're trying to win the game. So offensive line kind of failed them there. Pretty even in the stats afterwards. I looked at the stats after the game. Pretty damn even. So, and last night, did you see what happened last night? Bill Belichick's debut. TCU just annihilated them, 48-14. North Carolina, their run defense is decent, but their passing defense needs a hell of a lot of work. TCU tore them up, man. Hoover, 284 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Dwyer, 136 receiving yards and a touchdown. Barnes ran for 113, including a 75-yard touchdown run that was pretty damn impressive. Devin Deal scoops up a fumble, 37 yards scoop and score. Bud Clark, 25-yard pick 6. And TCU just left Chapel Hill on a high. All right, so we'll be back either probably Thursday, maybe even Friday, because there are no Thursday night games this week. I don't know why college football bows down to the NFL to let them have their opening Thursday night. Screw all that. Have games. But yeah, no college games on Thursday. So we'll do the preview show for this weekend, either Thursday or Friday, because there are going to be a couple good games on Friday night that we'll talk about. Anyway, this sucks. Tuesday, coming back from a long weekend, but hey, at least it's a short week. We've started college football. Start off the great start. Looks to be some good games this weekend, so we're on a roll. Anyway, keep busy. Week will go by fast. Friday will be here before you know it. We'll see you in a few days. See you later.